Today I will be showing you how to make a bone clock for Halloween. The items you will need to create the bone clock are a round sign, purple paint or whatever color you would prefer instead, zombie hands, small plastic skull, plastic bones, small foam skulls, small foam bones, small arm and leg, gold spray paint and glue gun. First, start by painting the round sign with the paint. Using a heat gun to speed up the process of the paint drying, because you will need to add several coats of paints to the sign. Should have used a sander on the sign for better results. In the bowl, you can already tell that all the bones, skulls, hands, and body parts were already spray painted to save time. You are going to take your bigger plastic bones and start placing on the sign. You want to start on the top and do the Roman numeral 12 with the bones. Next, you are going to do Roman numeral 3. Roman numeral 6 is next. This will be on the bottom across from 12. Roman numeral 9 is next, and it's across from 3. The bones that make out the X. You are going to want to cut off some of the plastic from the bottom, in the middle where the X forms. That way it sits better when you glue it down. You can start gluing some of the numbers down. Grab your arm and leg, place them together. You will make a small hole for a skewer to go through. You want to place this in the middle of the clock. So take the skewer and place it down in the middle to make a mark. Because you are going to drill a small hole for the skewer to go in. You can use the drill to make the hole bigger, but make sure you don't overdo it. You only need a small piece of the skewer to hold the arm and leg, and for the skewer to go in the hole. Use the drill and make a hole where the mark is for the skewer. Now cut the skewer, but make sure it's long enough to do its job. Use the glue gun to add glue to the small hole, and add some glue to the skewer. Once the skewer is in, Try to use something small but heavy to hammer it in so it stays in place. Now it's time to work on the head and hands. Grab both the skull and knife, because you are going to make a small hole on the bottom of the skull for the skewer to go in. Add glue to the skull and then place it onto the skewer. Time to add the hands to the skull. Grab one of your hands and add glue to the palm. Then attach it to the side of the skull. Hold and press until it is secure onto the side of the skull. Do the same thing to the other side of the skull with the hand. Now glue the rest of the bones down onto the sign. Placing the foam skulls and bones onto the sign to make sure there's enough room for each. Glue each foam skull and bone onto the sign now. Decided the clock needed something, so added stickers to the clock, going to be spelling out "Beware the time." Now going to clean up the bone clock, removing leftover string glue. The bone clock needed more details, so added neon spiders. These spiders are from Dollar General. Added Mod Podge to the stickers so they could stay in place. But for some reason, the Mod Podge made the paint smear, which looked good. But you couldn't see the stickers, so had to use a white painter marker to outline the stickers for better results, and it worked out fine.